Most people think charisma is about what you say. They think it's about having the perfect anecdote, the sharpest wit, or the most commanding voice. But they're wrong. The most magnetic people on the planet aren't the best talkers. They are the best listeners. Think about the last time you spoke to someone who truly heard you. Not someone who was just waiting for their turn to speak, but someone who created a space where you felt safe enough to be honest. In that moment, something physical happened in your body. Your brain stopped scanning for threats. Your shoulders dropped. Your guard lowered. You felt an immediate, unbreakable bond with that person.
That is the power of becoming a safe harbor in a world full of social hazards. Today, we're going deep into the foundation of all meaningful connection, the art of becoming a great listener. Now let's move into why listening is the key. Charismatic individuals are often described as captivating speakers, but their real power is an active, intentional process. It's not just hearing words, it's about understanding, empathizing, and responding.
When you master this, 3 things happen to your social influence. You build immediate trust. By listening attentively, you signal respect and care. You tell the other person's nervous system, "You are safe with me."
You create alignment. Listening is the only way to truly understand someone else's values and needs. You can't influence someone if you're standing on a different map than they are. Most people try to lead before they've even looked at the map.
You enhance your influence. It's a psychological fact. People are more likely to be persuaded by someone who they feel truly understands their perspective. If they don't feel understood, they won't even hear your logic, no matter how brilliant it is. Listening isn't passive, it's a high-level performance skill.
Great listeners aren't born, they are made through intention. There are 5 specific qualities you need to cultivate. 1. Attentiveness. This is about giving full attention, free from the digital tether of your phone. In an age of infinite distractions, giving someone 100% of your focus is a revolutionary act.
2. Empathy. You aren't just listening for facts, you're listening for the emotions behind the facts. If they say, "Work has been busy," the fact is the workload, but the emotion might be exhaustion or fear. Listen for the second one.
3. Curiosity. You must listen to learn, not just to respond. If you aren't curious, you aren't listening. You're just auditing.
4. A non-judgmental attitude. You have to create a no-fly zone for your own opinions while they are speaking. The moment you squint your eyes or shake your head in disagreement, the threat detection kicks back in, and the connection dies.
And 5. Patience. Elite listeners allow people to finish their thoughts. They understand that the most important thing someone says is often the last thing they say, after they've gathered the courage to be honest.
Before we get to the techniques, we have to address why most people are actually terrible at this. We all fall into these traps. Planning your response. This is the #1 charisma killer. If you are rehearsing your next sentence while I'm talking, you aren't with me. You're in your own head. You've left the room and the other person can feel your absence.
Egocentric listening. This is when you hear someone's story and immediately think, "How can I make this about me?" They tell you about their trip to Italy, and you interrupt to talk about your trip to Italy. You just hijacked their safe harbor and made it about yourself.
The multitasking myth. You cannot half listen. Research shows that even having a phone sitting on the table, even if it's off, reduces the perceived quality of a conversation. It signals that something else might be more important than the person in front of you.
If you want to move from a social hazard to a safe harbor, you need a system. Here are the 6 techniques from the Charisma Playbook. 1. Practice active listening. Eliminate the noise. Put the phone face down. Maintain eye contact. not a stare, but an engaged presence. Use verbal affirmations like "I see" or "that makes sense." These are the lighthouse signals that tell the speaker you're still there.
2. Reflect and paraphrase. This is the validator. Summarize their points in your own words. Say, "So, what I'm hearing is that you're feeling frustrated because the deadlines keep changing, am I right?" This proves you process the meaning, not just the sound.
3. Ask clarifying questions. Don't ask yes/no questions. Ask open-ended ones. "Can you tell me more about how that happened?" This signals that their story is worth exploring.
4. Use the empathy lens. Ask yourself, how would I feel if I were experiencing this? Then acknowledge their emotion. I can see how that would be really difficult for you. Validation is more important than agreement.
5. Manage your internal dialogue. When your mind starts to wander, catch it. Bring it back. Focus on their body language. What is their face saying that their words aren't?
And 6. Embrace the power of silence. This is the most advanced skill. Silence is a tool. Resist the urge to fill every pause. Often, if you give someone 3 seconds of quiet, they will reveal the real issue they were hesitant to share. Silence is the vacuum that pulls the truth out. Let's look at how this works in a high-stakes scenario. Imagine you're in a heated meeting or a tense argument with a partner. The typical response is to defend yourself, to talk louder and faster. But the charismatic leader does the opposite. They listen more.
In a conflict, the other person is a social hazard because they feel threatened. If you use the reflect and paraphrase technique here, you do something miraculous. You disarm them. When you say, "I want to make sure I understand," you're upset because you feel like your contribution wasn't recognized in the final report, is that right? You are handing them a safe harbor.
It is almost impossible for someone to stay angry at you while you are sincerely trying to understand them. You've moved the interaction from me versus you to us versus the problem. This is how great listeners lead without ever raising their voice.
I want to give you some homework. We call these the charisma drills. The 2-minute rule. In your next conversation today, listen for 2 full minutes without saying a single word about yourself. No stories, no "me too," no advice. Just focus on understanding. Try to have a conversation where you ignore the words and only listen to their tone of voice and facial expressions. You'll be shocked at how much you've been missing. Then tonight, write down one conversation you had. How did you make that person feel?
Becoming a great listener transforms everything. It resolves conflicts before they start. It boosts your professional influence, and it builds an emotional bond that words alone can never touch. When you listen well, you inspire others to listen too. You create a culture of respect. You become the person everyone wants to talk to, not because you have the best stories, but because you have the best ears.
In the next video in this series, we're going to explore how to follow up this listening with thoughtful questions to further enhance your connection. If you found this helpful, hit the subscribe button, join our community of intentional leaders, and remember, the heart of charisma isn't found in your mouth, it's found in your ears.